What's going on, my fellow readers? Supercliff here, and thanks for tuning in on today's brand new episode. So let's talk Young Justice, issue number 4 of the Wonder Comics line. Brought to you by Brian Michael Bendis, and the art done amazingly by Patrick Gleason. Patrick Gleason, you the man. Can't stop, won't stop. Whoop. Alright then, so our story begins where we left off the remainder members of Young Justice who were captured by Lord Opal from the previous issue. And everyone's pretty bummed. They all kind of feel like they suck at the moment, which they kind of do because they're trapped in little holes. And this issue focuses mainly on Amethyst because it's here where we get a flashback to the day before all this nonsense began, where we see House Turquoise hosting a wedding, but soldiers arrive and are trying to kidnap the bride. But it's here where Amethyst comes in, stops the soldiers, saves the day. But it's insinuated that these soldiers are actually of Lord Opal's because Lord Opal's a bad guy. And, you know, bad guys like to cause upstirs in worlds like Gemworld because, you know, politics. It's mere science. And so later, all the heads of the houses of Gemworld come together and have a meeting discussing like what to do about Lord Opal and the issues that Gemworld are having because of the crises sieging Gemworld's reality, causing further chaos. But it's here where the council members don't really want to hear about Amethyst wanting to take the fight to Lord Opal, therefore they kick her out of the meeting. And as Amethyst begins to walk away, she decides to listen in on their conversation, and the leader of the houses are talking about possibly sending Amethyst away back to Earth because that's where she's originally from. Offended, we were then taken to where we last saw Superboy and Impulse and how they were both going to get arrested because they're both from Earth, and the Gemworld soldiers ain't having none of that. So the main one threatens Superboy's family, and Superboy's like, nope, and then just gives him the beatdown, instant punch in the face, his armor breaks, and this is the Superboy we wanted to finally see come back. Then, after Impulse introduces himself to Superboy's family, saying that they're part of a superhero team called Young Justice, Superboy then asks Impulse, who else is here? Like, what's going on? Then we turn back to where we see our remaining members of Young Justice trapped in their little holes, and while Amethyst is threatening the guards, Ginny starts entering the conversation saying, hey, my stuff is in that trunk. Can you, like, not touch it? Because I'm not sure really what it does. And also my great-great-grandfather's Jonah Hex. But of course the Gemworld soldiers don't pay attention to the girl because plot. So they open the trunk and then they just die. Horribly. They just get disintegrated. And if things weren't already great, Superboy and Impulse arrive. And it's here where the original members of Young Justice are finally reunited. While Teen Lantern, Amethyst, and Ginny Hex are just like, hey, we're here too. But it's here where Superboy starts telling the group that, hey, we need to get you guys out of here fast. And everyone's like, why? And they start to say that Superboy is already aware of the issues that affect Gemworld at the moment. Then we get ourselves another flashback, and we see that an earthquake starts to occur. So Amethyst goes inside the palace and discovers Robin, where they originally met at the end of issue 1. And so that concludes issue number 4 of Young Justice. And I really enjoyed this issue a lot. It's probably the first or second best of the series. It's fast paced. It doesn't really drag too long with its dialogue. The words just get to the point. It says what it needs to say. Bendis, you know, his writing's great. Patrick Gleason's art is just so joyful to look at. It's just so fun. And that's all I can really say about the series, but it's a fun time. Definitely read it if you're wondering what to pick up. I'm glad that everyone is finally together, and I'm curious to see how these 7 crises affect Gemworld. So yeah, I'm still down with the series. It's fun, and I will give this issue an 8.5 out of 10. And that wraps up today's video. If you guys like my content, please hit that subscribe button, as well as hit the bell symbol, so that the world of comics is never missed out. Peace, guys.